Last time that a president deployed the National Guard against the state governor's wishes was in 1965. President Lyndon B. Johnson deployed the National Guard in Alabama to protect civil rights protesters, even though the governor of Alabama, George Wallace, was a segregationist and he was against this. The last time a president has deployed the National Guard, period, was in 1992 by President George H.W. Bush in response to the outrage that followed the Rodney King trial as well as the death of Latasha Harlins in Los Angeles. Trump has deployed at least 300 National Guard troops to LA to, in his words, address the lawlessness, and what he's referring to is the protests that are in result to the ICE raids that are happening in LA. Despite the governor of California, Gavin Newsom's objections to this, as he said, and I quote, that the move was purposefully inflammatory will only escalate tensions, and that it has. Now, as someone with a platform, I feel like it is my obligation to speak on what is happening, because just because it's happening in LA does not mean that it cannot travel to your environment. A lot of people are under the notion that, oh, well, it's not happening to me and it's not happening in my city, so therefore it doesn't affect me. But the thing is, this man has only been in office again for not even a full 6 months. And look at everything that has transpired since he's been in office. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, nowhere near LA. And ICE is authorized to enter Duval County Public Schools here in Jacksonville. They can go into the elementary schools and go and snatch up a first grader if they so feel like. What people don't realize is that ICE cannot conduct things like traffic stops to try to find people to deport. What they do is they go into establishments, they go into businesses, they go into schools and go and pinpoint people. Let me see your documentation status. They're literally discriminating against people and stopping and frisking people based off their color. Black and brown people are not safe in this country. Look at what happened to Kilmar Abriga Garcia. He was wrongfully sent to a maximum security prison in El Salvador, and when the Supreme Court ordered for him to come back, the president literally defied the Supreme Court orders. They ended up bringing Kilmar Abriga Garcia back to the States, and when he came back to the States, you know what they did? They charged him with human trafficking. They dumped fake charges on this man to refuse to acknowledge the fact that they were wrong in sending him. This man is a husband, he's a father, but they do not care. ICE is targeting black and brown people at the orders of our commander-in-chief, who honestly works for us. His salary comes from our taxpayer money. And regardless how someone may feel about how the protesters are acting in California, the protesters are acting like that because they're angry. There are so many people that can't sleep peacefully at night because they're scared that ICE is going to come banging on their door, regardless if they're here legally or not. This is supposed to be the land of the free, and the president is making it the complete opposite.